Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the class, and I'm really sorry for being late in today's class. Actually, I had to prepare the lecture sheet just before the class time, so it was not possible to take the class on the right time. All right. So thank you so much for reaching us out here. And today our lecture topic is lecture sheet 12. Okay, so we have got some new students with us today. So I would like to say something to them, and that is if you are starting your lecture sheet from the middle of the course, then don't panic. It's okay, because all the topics are irrelevant from each other. So if you starting the lecture sheet from, as an example, lecture sheet 11 or lecture sheet 9 or 8, then uh, nothing to be worried about. You can complete the course when we finish the 24 number topic, and then we will start from number 1 topic again. So from the lecture sheet you're starting, just remember the number, and you will have to attend the class from the last lecture sheet that you haven't been able to join from. Okay, so let's not waste any more time. Let's start our class today. Before I start the class, someone please check the chat box. I would request everyone to check the chat box. There I have uploaded the lecture sheet. And if you guys having any problem regarding my sound or display sharing issue, you guys can write it on chat box. I will read that. Okay. So far, I think the sound quality should be good, and also the screen as well. So let us start our part A of the lecture sheet, that is a conversational tips and tricks. I'm sorry for the spelling mistake. There would be conversational, okay? That won't be conversation. So the first topic that we can see, that how can we make suggestions and give advice in English? Well, it's really a very common thing if we compare it to our everyday life, that in our everyday life, we need to make suggestions, and also we need to give advice, right? So when it comes to providing advice in English, and also when it comes making suggestions in English, you will have to know what are the sentences and what are the particular methods or particular phrases that you will have to start with. Okay, so today's intention is that you will have to read the sentences that you can say to someone when you are making suggestions or giving advice to someone. Okay, so here you can see that in each of the lines there is a half portion of a sentence that is written in bold letter. As you can see here, you should try to. And then you can see the other half of the sentence, that is learn English every day. Okay, so the purpose of that is you can start, you should try to in every sentence that you want to make. Suppose you are telling someone that someone should learn how to be well mannered, you can say you should try to be well mannered. Okay, so these phrases are the particular things that you will have to remember when you are making suggestions and giving advices. So speaking English is all about making conversation, that I always say. And also it's all about knowing what are the things you need to say in a conversation. In our regular life or in our theoretical way, if we try to discover a syllabus of spoken English, it's really impossible for someone to make a syllabus of spoken English, because you don't really know what are the things that you can follow to learn English. But there are some things that we consider to be very effective while learning spoken English. That is, you need to listen to the people who are speaking English. And as a matter of fact, you guys can listen to your instructor, you guys can watch a movie, something that is in English, you guys can read books, okay, like short stories that will improve your English also. And the major things, the way when someone, suppose that someone is going to America for a training, but that person has no idea of a language that is spoken in America, then how can you teach that person about that language? Well, the way is to making him familiar with the conversations. So that's why you got to know that, you got to remember from the conversations that when can you start a conversation from any situation. Okay, so the first thing we can say, you should try to learn English every day. It's an advance, right? Someone who doesn't know, or someone is not good at English, so you're suggesting them or you're giving them advice that you should try to learn English every day. Then the next line we can see, I think you should go home early. Okay, so suppose that someone who is actually staying late, like even after the evening, and you're suggesting that person that I think you should go home early. Then the third sentence you guys can see, why don't you join an English club? So you can also promote a suggestion or uh, give a suggestion by starting, why don't you? Okay, you can say, why don't you do that? Okay, uh, why don't you go to school? Okay, that's how it's an expression of a suggestion. And so it's basically, that it's a very easy thing to know. How can you not know that? Something like that. The next suggestion that you can see is, you better wake up early. Okay? As we know that waking up early is a very good thing to do, and someone is using it as an advice. So they're saying you would better. So you can also start a suggestion or an advice with you would better. Okay. Then the next suggestion you can see, let's have dinner together. It's such a it's a suggestion. Okay. It's actually not an advice. Then what about having a cup of coffee with me? Okay. So you can also start a suggestion by starting with what about. All right. Then the next word you can see, how about. How about going to the cinema? Okay. Or how about playing cricket? Okay. Then don't you think it would be a good idea to have a picnic this Sunday? Don't you think it would be a good idea to have a picnic this Sunday? So that's the that's the longest phrase of the sentence actually, but it's really formal and it sounds good. So if it's possible for you people to remember it, I would request you people to remember this particular phrase that is saying as, don't you think it would be a good idea to have a picnic this year, or to have a party, or to go somewhere, to go on a trip, something like that. Then the next phrase that you can see, if I were you, I would call her. Okay, so you can also start with if I were you, I would do that. If I were you, I would go to the university. If I were you, I would spend my money on something that is necessary, not unnecessary. All right. The next suggestion is I suggest that you take a nap. Okay. I suggest that you take a nap. It's a suggestion. Then the next thing is you may want to try on this t-shirt, right? Then perhaps you could take an umbrella with you. Perhaps you could take an umbrella with you. Okay. So remember, you will have to use you could because we are actually using this particular sentence after the incident take place. So as it happened in the past, so you will have to use could so that the grammatical portion of the sentence is correct. Okay. I can see that some of you people are when I take this speaking session, I come to know that many of you people don't really care about your grammatical problems at all. That's really bad. You know, if you, while speaking English, if you learn to speak English with grammatical errors, that will actually make it worse. Once you get used to with spoken English having grammatical errors, it actually becomes really difficult to change after the experience of those days when you used to speak English with grammatical errors. Okay, so it's really bad, and I would request you people to at least correct your grammars before you complete this speaking, before you enter this speaking session. If it's possible, write it on a piece of paper, then try to read it out. And when you write it on a piece of paper, may try to make sure it doesn't have any grammatical errors. Also, you guys can try writing on Google Documents, as when you write in Google Documents, it will correct your grammatical by itself with the artificial intelligence, and so there is possibility you won't be able to you will be able to differentiate between the grammatical mistakes, so that you guys can actually talk about the particular. So you guys can talk about the perfect English. All right. So we have a grammar course in our page also, and where we are actually providing grammar course on 100 taka. So there will be HSC standard English grammar from the 6th level to HSC level. So if you people are interested to enroll to the grammar course, you guys can also communicate with us anyway. So excuse me, I will have to take a call. Please give me 30 seconds. All right. So the next line is I strongly advise you to do more workout, and I recommend that you get some rest, and it's better for you to sleep a little more. Okay. So we have completed this part, that making suggestions and giving advices. Okay. So how can you make suggestions and give advice? So my request to you people that you will have to learn to use these particular phrases into something where you need to make suggestion and give advice. So I would request you people to write a sentence using these phrases. And here the bold, take the bold part of the sentence and then try to rewrite, try to change this particular portion of a sentence with your own ideas with a different sentence. Okay, that would be your task for the next class. Then let's move on to the next topic, and that is accepting suggestions. So as you have seen or you have known that how to make suggestions. Now it's your time to learn how to accept suggestions. Okay, so you can say thanks, I will do that, or I will do it. Okay, as somebody is proposing you with something, giving you a suggestion, it's really not good if you don't accept it. Okay, maybe you won't accept it, but for a moment you will say thanks, I will do that. It's polite to accept suggestions. Okay, so all your duty is that you want to sound polite in public place. You don't want someone to judge you. You don't want someone to be arrogant with them. It's really unprofessional and informal activity. Okay, so the polite thing is to accept suggestions. When someone makes you suggestion, you simply tell them, thanks, I might do that, or I will do that. Okay, and sometimes if the suggestion is real bad for you and you want to deny it some way, you will have to also answer in a very polite way. That maybe that would be really good for me, but uh, I won't be able to do that. Okay, even if you don't accept a suggestion, I would request you to be polite, even when you are denying that particular suggestion. So the next sentence we can see, it sounds good. It sounds good. All right. The next sentence that you can see is that sounds like a good idea. Okay. That sounds like a good idea. Then the next sentence is thanks. It's a good suggestion. Thanks. It's a good suggestion. Okay. Then you can say, I think you're right. I think you're right. All right. So why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? All right. Then refusing suggestions. Okay. So as I have said that it's polite if you can accept suggestions, but if you have to deny something, then you can say that. All right. Then expressing sympathy in English. So that's our second topic. But before I start the second topic, I would like to start this speaking session. And after taking this speaking session, then I will continue the rest of the lecture sheets. All right. So I really expect everyone to be online and to be prepared. Okay. So I will go for random selection today. So everyone, please be ready, and I would request you people to listen to the uh, members. Try to be, just uh, try to be attentive when someone is giving their. Probably we are having some network issues. So I was saying that try to be attentive when someone is having their speech. When you listen to something, you will be able to know extra about speaking sections. And all right, so yesterday I can remember that the topic was talking about your favorite foods, okay, and maybe top 3 favorite foods. So I would request you people to take not more than 1 or 1.5 minutes. So you guys can take maximum 1.5 minutes, and you can have your session. Okay. So I would like to start with Yasmin. Uh, Yes means iPhone. That's her name. So I would like to unmute yourself. Mr. Tamim, are you online? Sumaya Parvin?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you so much for unmuting yourself. So could you please share your top 3 foods with us? What are the favorite foods that you think?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sure. Please.
Thank you, sir. The fruits make us very strong and keep us healthy for a long time. I love all fruits, but three fruits are more special to me. Uh, my fruits, one first is lazy. It's available during summer. I like lychee because it's very tasty and juicy. It tastes sweet, but not too sweet, which I like, as I don't like to eat too sweet or too sour fruits. Then mango. Mango is known as the king of fruits. I like to eat mango. It's sweet and sometimes it's a little sour, which I like. My mom makes pickles with raw grain mangoes. I know mangoes are a seasonal fruit, but I want to eat mangoes throughout the year. Nextly, pomegranate. Pomegranate is my very favorite fruit. This red color fruit is a huge storehouse of nutrients. It's an excellent source for your immune system, can fight diabetes, control blood pressure, smooth digestion, and even brighten your skin. Among many other benefits are, I would say everyone should eat a little pomegranate every day. Thank you. Sir.
Hello. Hello. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Can you hear me? Hello. Are you there, sir? Hello.
Hello, hello, can you not hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Satyesh now. So could you please start your session?
Yes, sir. Thank you first for giving me opportunity to tell you about my top 3 favorite foods. Well, um, today's class, wait, sir. Well, today's topic is about my top 3 favorite foods. Honestly, I don't have a favorite food, but since today's class is about favorite food, so I have to say, it was hard for me to find out. However, I like to eat ice cream because it's tasty. The creamier texture that an ice cream has makes you want more. Even though it melts easily in your mouth, you still enjoy the taste it gives you, for it is bursting with flavor. And then I like to eat cakes. Um, I cannot say that I love eating cakes. However, when there's cake served, a slice is enough for me. Actually, I am not into eating cakes. Cakes are a kind of dessert that I can live without. So I don't have favorite food. So I think two are my favorite food. Not my favorite, but I like them to eat.
All right,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Thank you so much. Okay, as the next participants, I do unmute Mr. Atik. I hope he's online. Mr. Atik, can you listen to us?
Hello, this is Atik. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well. Could you please start the session and tell us about your favorite foods?
Okay, thank you for giving me a chance for tell about the top 3 foods. First of all, I want to say uh, about the milk. Milk is a good source of many essential nutrients, including calcium, protein, and vitamin E. Many people see it is a vital part of a balanced diet. Uh, Next, I am to say about egg. Egg is a good source of protein. They also contain healthy unsaturated fats and are a great source of important nutrients such as vitamin B and vitamin D. Uh, Next, I want to say about meat. Uh, a healthy, balanced diet can include protein from meat as well as from fish and eggs. Meat such as chicken, pork, lamb, and beef are all rich in protein. Red meat provides us with iron, zinc, and vitamin B. Meat is one of the main sources of vitamin B in a diet. That's it.
All right, thank you so much.
Hello.
Yes, I hope you have finished your speech. Okay, thank you so much for giving the opportunity. All right, so then I would like to unmute Mustaq Ahmed. I hope he's with us. Mustaq Ahmed.
Thank you, sir. Actually, I'm Mustaq Ahmed, but I'm a new student in these classes, so I'm not understand your class program. So, sir, I talk about for after one class. So, sir, I'm just filling your class. I'm
All
not
right, you're
understand
mostly welcome,
if you.
Mustaq Ahmed. I hope you will be prepared in the next class. And in our next class, we have a different topic. And the topic is talking about the problems that we are facing being a polluted country. Okay, so it's a difficult topic, I think. Maybe it would be difficult for many of you people, but I would request you people to try to gather some ideas by yourself, try to improvise something and try to put something in words, the problems that you are facing as Bangladesh is a polluted country. So I would like to unmute Mehdi Hassan. I guess Mehdi Hassan can hear us.
Hello.
Hello, Mehdi Hassan. Please try to. Hello, Mehdi Hassan. জি, আপনি একটু চেষ্টা করুন যে কোনো একটা নির্জন জায়গাতে যেতে, বা আপনার যদি ফ্যান অন থাকে, try to turn off the fan and then try to be with us. Okay, as there is too many noise from your side, so it's really not possible to listen to your session right now. So please get prepared, and I would like to move on to Kamruzzaman Munir. I hope he is with us. Okay, Ikram Hussain. All right, Adiba Noshim.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you, Adiba Noshim?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm also pretty good. So let us get back to our session.
Yes, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to tell about my top 3 favorite food. We all love to eat tasty and delicious food. There are so many varieties of foods available all over the world. From there, my favorite 3 foods are pizza, burger, and the last most favorite one is ice cream. Out of all the foods, ice cream is my favorite, but pizza is also my favorite. Besides it, I like to eat burger too. It is very hard to find the favorite one. At first, I love ice cream because I think that it is very delicious and flavorful. I eat ice cream once in a week. Then comes pizza. It is also my favorite. It is an Italian dish. It is made with pizza dough, cheese, and different toppings. I can eat pizza with cheese powder or hot sauce. I eat pizza at least once a month. I usually have it delivered at home. Sometimes eat at a pizzeria with my friends. Then burger. Burger is my favorite food too. It tastes very delicious and yummy. I always go to a burger stall and eat 2 burgers at a time. Slice of meat or fried patty can be used beaten with vegetables. Cheese or cream is also used to make it more yummy. Burger is a fast food, so I eat burger once in a month. Whenever I go out somewhere with my friends, I always eat my favorite foods. After eating, I love to take ice cream at last. Thank you. That's all.
You're most welcome, Adiba Noshim. Today, the speaking session was not that good, actually, maybe because of the topic that we decided. Okay, but still, it's really good, or it's really necessary for you people to learn to talk about your favorite foods, because maybe somewhere in some places you can get given a task talking about your favorite foods. So if, as you did